Now. Okay, I think it's fixed now. That was really strange. I have not had that glitch happen in like over a year. Where it like swapped my microphone for the like my voice audio with the microphone for a different tech thing that I have, but that's really weird. I don't know why that did that, but I thought that issue was fixed. Oh wait, also the game audio is gonna be loud. Yeah, now game audio is back to a normal volume. Alright, well, welcome back to Beat Me Up Battle. You get my Pokemon, everybody. How you doing, Lax and Jack? And we're connected to the internet, and we have the link code, and everything is fine now, so we're gonna pull it up. Here we go. Alright, we've got somebody. And it's Jaden, who I'm assuming is Jack's alter ego? Let me go over to my little document here. Have I fought a Jack before? I've not. Okay, so this is going to be your first attempt. I'm going to write it in here. We're going to go official rules 1 as always. And just a sec. So since this is your first attempt, Jack, you got to win all 3 of these upcoming battles in order to get 2 Pokemon, since now we have bumped it up a bit. For people who have not won yet. But after that, you only have to win 2 battles, so it's worth playing out all the attempt. But if you just want to quit after losing 1 time, then that's perfectly fine too. I'm gonna go to this screen quickly and grab a team. Okay, let's just pick this team so that we're quick about it, and we'll go with that. Okay, we have quite the group of lads here. We have Archaludon Rain with smidgen of Sinistra and Cerulege and Baxcalibur. I couldn't remember Baxcalibur's name for a second there. What is my best option here? An Archaludon lead would not be great. So I think I have to do... I'm gonna start this and this. Actually, no. Let's do... I don't know. This one's tricky. Let's do... No, let's just keep it simple since this is the first attempt. I'm gonna bring these 4. Okay, we are getting Archaludon. We're also seeing Baxcalibur. I forgot Baxcalibur's name again. Huh. So, this could be something like... It could be loaded dice Baxcalibur into body press with Archaludon to proc its defense boost. So I think I'm going to follow me and get a broom. Okay, Archaludon is not Stalwart, which is good. It is Icicle Spear, so it is loaded dice, probably. Okay, we got hit 4 times, which is a little lucky because I think that 5th one would have knocked us out. I think I'm gonna go Helping Hand and Terra Fire here into Dazzling Gleam. Because the Archaludon will live the Dazzling Gleam, but if it goes for Flash Cannon this turn, then we can resist it. And also, if they throw Icicle Spear again, we can resist that too. Alright, that's going to take our Archaludon down to half, and it's going to pull off a KO on Baxcalibur. And we are confirming that the Archaludon is Stamina, and it does go for Flash Cannon, which we resist, and it doesn't deal too much damage to us. Not so bad, not so bad. So, are we going to bring in Pelipper here? Yeah, okay, Pelipper makes this a little bit more complex now, because they can go for Wide Guard. But they could also go for Weather Ball instead. I think I'm going to cover with Follow Me here, and Go for the Mystical Fire. Okay, we don't see Wide Guard from Pelipper, so I could have just Dazzling Gleam this turn, but... it's going to hit our Caledon again and get it down to a pretty good range, and special attack drop it. Pelipper does go for Hydro Pump, but Indeedee dodges it, unfortunately, for them. And they do go for the Electro Shot and Rain. That's going to KO Indeedee. Alright. Alright, so let's bring in Tyranitar here. So Caledon is currently at neutral. And I think what I can do... Actually, let me think. Yeah. I can Rock Slide and Mystical Fire. Because the Pelipper either has to Wide Guard or attack. And if it Wide Guards, then it'll avoid getting hit by rocks, but it can't take a KO this turn. They didn't Wide Guard, but... And if they don't get Wide Guard, they'll get hit by Rock Slide. Unless we miss. That's a little unfortunate, but it is payback for missing last turn. Tyranitar soaks up the Hydro Pump pretty good because of its Sand Boost. If Pelipper had a Sash, it just had its Sash broken, but it's actually revealing itself to be Leftovers. And what is the last mon in the back going to be revealed to be? Is it Blastoise? Okay, it's Blastoise. I'm going to knock off into Blastoise and click Expanding Force here. Okay, we're going to see Pelipper Rocket Protect. We're also going to see Blastoise Rocket Protect, which means I should have one turn of Trick Room left after this. Everything on the field takes Sand Shift. Blastoise is actually not Leftovers, which is what I would have expected, but Pelipper's Leftovers, so Blastoise is something else. Oh no, actually we're at Trick Room now. Okay, that very much changes things. Let's go for Rock Slide. I don't care if Hatterene gets taken down here. Oh, Blastoise full-on whips out a Hydro Cannon, but Hatterene dodges it. As the Pelipper goes for the Tailwind option. Tyranitar pulls off Rock Slide. And Pelipper, the one that we really wanted to hit, dodges it. So a bit of a trade of misses there again. However, I would be willing to argue that my miss is less important than their miss. Then again, it is Hydro Cannon, so if they did land it, they wouldn't be able to move this turn. And I am perfectly fine clicking double spread moves. Hydro Cannon comes out, that's going to pick up KO on Blastoise. Hydro Pump comes out, that picks up KO into Hatterene. It's not going to be no Sand Shift to get a KO through Protect, unfortunately. many turns of sand we got left? Yeah, I think I just hyper voice. Blastoise must recharge. And Pelipper goes for the Hurricane, but misses. And Primarina is going to be able to pick up the KO on both. And there's a GG's. A lot of crazy misses in there in that game. But that's why I try to run as many 100% accurate moves as possible. It was a close game. It was pretty close. Your out there was landing the Hurricane with Pelipper and then getting a confusion. But it's always possible. Now, Jane, you cannot win on this attempt. However, you are more than welcome to do the next 2 battles if you would like to. And it seems like we're going into the next one. Can I battle? Yeah, we're gonna finish up this attempt and then the floor will be open to challengers. After just... Because you're allowed to do all 3 battles even if you lose. Let's grab these guys. Okay, bit of a change up here. We have a very strong looking Sun team. How do I deal with this? I think my most useful tool is Pelipper. However, it's when I bring Pelipper in that matters the most. The only thing Arkeldon really fears is Venusaur. Do this, and this, and this in the back. I think that's my best team that I can make here. Can I just spam legends? If they're legends that are allowed in Regulation F, then yes. You can use as many Regirocks. Well, I guess you can only use one Regirock, but you can use Regirock, you can use Urshifu, you can use Walking Wake. Walking Wake isn't a legendary, it's a Paradox, but same idea. Maybe it's a legendary Paradox. That's a different conversation for a different time. We do have Venusaur on the field. If Venusaur scares me... However, I'm going to take the obvious play. Which is swapping out Grimmsnarl into Pelipper. I see a terrestrialization happen on the field. And is Venusaur Terra Ground? Terra Fire? Perhaps for Weather Ball. I don't know any rules. The rules are all in the description, and if you need a summary on Reg F, Reg F is pretty much everything except restricted legendaries, which is like Miraidon, Koraidon, Kyurem, Lunala, Solgaleo, all those box legendary kind of things, and also no mythicals. Ooh, critical hit brings Torkoal down to nearly just above death, as an Earth Power hits Arkeldon. Venusaur is faster than us. But I don't really fear the Solar Beam going into any slot right here. So I'm just going to Snarl and Weather Ball. Okay, we're going to see Torkoal be withdrawn. Out into Walking Wake. Venusaur Solar Beam lands into Pelipper. Arkeldon gets off the Snarl. Special attack drops the Walking Wake, which is pretty big for us. And the Venusaur But if I had to take a gander, I think Venusaur's going to go down to this Weather Ball. No, it's Terra Fire. I was hunting shiny Alolan Raichu. What should I call him? Flapjack. Flapjack if it's a guy, and if it's a girl, name it. What's the name of the lady on the syrup bottle? I can't remember her name. Whatever her name is. Alright, we're going to swap out Pelipper here, and we're going to go for Snarl with our Caledon because they have brought back in Torkoal to reset the weather. Torkoal's going to protect, which makes perfect sense. As Walking Away goes for Draco Meteor, but it doesn't affect Grimmsnarl because of its fairy typing. As our Caledon gets off the Snarl and Torkoal protects itself. Walking Away takes a critical Snarl, which might matter here. I mean, at this point, I feel pretty safe with Snarling and... I think we can afford to Snarl and get up the screens. So I'm going to get up our Reflect here. It's a girl, but I have no clue, lol. Yeah, it's something Anne, I think. Maybe just Anne. Oh, looks like we have a disconnect, but... since the battle was kind of going in my favor there, I mean, still, I don't think there's a need for us to repeat that. But Jack, if you want to continue on to your last battle, you can still do that if you want. Aunt Jemima? Oh, there might actually be issues with using that name, so maybe not, actually. Forget I said anything. Maybe just Flapjack and... Flapjack and... I don't know. I'm out of gas with just Flapjack. But the lobby is now open, or the floor is open, or whatever I call it, is now open for anybody who wants to battle, and I'll wait for a stream to catch up. Maybe just do a pun on Flapjack and do like Flap Janet or something. Flap Janice. Flap Jackie. Ooh, that's a good one. Flap Jackie. Flapjack and Flap Jackie. That one's a winner. Alright, stream has caught up. Hey, we got Lex. Let me hide the screen for just a sec. Oh, let's grab this team. Actually, no. Let's grab this team. Okay. Okay, bit of a mirror match here. With everything, actually not everything. It's, they have Incineroar and I have Arcanine, and they have Torkoal and I have Tyranitar. So how do I beat the mirror match when they have better stuffs than I do? I think I started with Arcanine, Tyranitar, and then Primarina and Rillaboom. And we'll see how it goes. My thing was behind. Don't worry. It just means that we came up with the idea at the same exact moment. Because that's how true brains work. So this is not a good opening for me. They could very much, like... Actually, they can't. They can't swap in Torkoal here. Because then they would decrease the power of their own Water-type moves. I think my smartest move is swap in Primarina and go for the Rock Slide. Okay, Primarina's gonna protect, which is honestly better for me, because that means Tyranitar's not gonna take too much damage this turn. And Incineroar goes for Earthquake. That's an interesting tech move. I didn't even know Incineroar got... I mean, Incineroar gets everything, so maybe I should have expected it. We do land the Rock Slide into Incineroar. Does about half, which is pretty alright. So if they had Rillaboom here, it would be a really good turn for them to bring in Rillaboom. Oh, we lost. That's early enough that we can just replay that first turn, though. And I think that one is my fault. Strangely enough. But we'll just replay that turn. Nintendo Internet might not be too strong today. This one's specifically for Lex. We're gonna play that battle back. Wait for stream to catch up. And searching. Exactly the same moves in Pokemon. Yeah, play the battle exactly the same. It was this team. And I brought this, and this, and this, and this. We'll just have to hope that you don't crit either of my Pokemon, and I don't crit your Incineroar. Another error? Really? Okay, we'll try it again. This has not happened before. I also have to hope that I don't miss the rock slide on Incineroar. If I miss the rock slide, we'll just play it out. Because that first connect was definitely my fault, I feel like. For whatever reason, even though it's nothing I could really do to change that, but if I miss the rock... What is happening? Okay, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait it out for like 5 minutes or so, because something is happening with the Nintendo Internet today that is just not good. And maybe, Lax, we'll have to do somebody in between your battle, but I'm gonna write down the turn, and we'll play it exactly the same way. It was... I bring Hark and T-Tar, and then have Rila and Cream in the back, and then you had Cream and Incin. And turn 1 is Hark to Cream, Incin EQs, Primarina protects, and T-Tar Rock Slide. Hello, Reptilianaire 3997. How you doing? Alright, we'll see if the internet problems are on my side, but me and Lex are just gonna take a break to maybe have another challenger in between us. I'm also gonna change the link code, just in case this link code is cursed for some reason. And I'm gonna wait for your stream to catch up. Alright, stream's caught up. Alright, we have the best. There you go, official rules 1. And I'm gonna go over to my dock. Pretty sure this is our first time battling a her/the best. Therefore, you have to win all 3 battles to get a Pokemon in this attempt. And then afterwards, if you can do another attempt after this one, it's only 2 out of the 3. So this is where you get to learn a little bit more about the teams and how they work. But if you win all first 3 your first time, nobody's done that before, so good job. We're gonna grab this team. Okay, quite a group of gals here and one guy. Me next. Unfortunately, it's first come, first serve Reptilianaire. But if you stick around for long enough, I can definitely guarantee that we'll battle at some point. What do I want to do here? Because this is snow. And snow ruins a lot of my goals and things that I want to do. I think I want... Venusaur can also be annoying. If there's like a surprise manual sun on this team, Venusaur could really clean up in the back. I think that's a risk that I have to take, though. The Ninetales is the same? The same as what? As the Raid Ninetales? The one I used for the Sceptile? Oh. Okay. I think this is an alright position. I'm just gonna click Flash Cannon into Ninetales and set up a Reflect. I'm not exactly sure what Gliscor is doing here, but it does match up pretty nicely into our Caledon. Oh, Ninetales is physical. That's interesting. Also gets the attack drop. As Gliscor goes for the substitute. Caledon gets off the Flash Cannon, and that picks up the KO into Ninetales. And Gliscor is Toxic Orb, which means that it's probably Poison Heal. Which means we could be here for a while. As Venusaur the Great Friend is now approaching. Trying to think about what I value here. I do have something that can beat Toxic Stall in the end game. But in order to do that, I need to get rid of Venusaur. We're gonna go Snarl, and we're gonna go Thunder Wave here. Thunder Wave is gonna slow down Venusaur for me. Oh, that changes things a little bit. That changed things a lot of it, actually. This Venusaur's actually physical. Goes for Stomping Tantrum. But it doesn't do too much even though it's super effective because it's not stab, and Venusaur's more of a special attacker. Venusaur heals up with its Black Sludge, and Gliscor heals up with its Poison Heal ability. Okay. Actually, let's not... Toxic Spikes really stinks here because it ruins my Blastoise endgame. Unless I switch out right now, then I just have one layer of poison. Gliscor's gonna go for the Stone Edge into Blastoise. Pick up a slight bit of damage there, and then return back behind its substitute. Our Caledon gets off the Flash Cannon, and that does some damage. Venusaur now goes for a Leech Seed. Okay. That's another... That's another fun perk of this. At least we have we at least have Blastoise at one turn parried right now. We're gonna be here a while. Venusaur might have Protect, but I'm also banking on a Paraturn here being nice. Gliscor is going to get up that last set of Toxic Spikes. Electro Shock comes out. That does about as much damage as I need it to do into Venusaur. Venusaur goes for the Giga Drain. It's going to break Pelipper Sash. Venusaur heals back with Black Sludge. Gliscor heals back with Poison Heal. Okay, Venusaur gets off the Protect. Gliscor gets off Stone Edge. What do they have in the back? I feel like I pair up pretty well into anything that's in the back right now. I don't know if I want to take my chances with Electro Shot right now, though. I'm pretty sure Flash Cannon picks up KO. And again... Let's do that. I was going to use this for Blastoise to avoid being poisoned, but there's no way for Blastoise to... Well, Blastoise is already poisoned, so there's no point in saving it for Blastoise. Okay, they protect, which is fine. Unless it's not, actually, because that doesn't KO. Can I get a Paraturn, please? That... Ugh. Okay, that's fine. Ice Sword goes for Stone Edge into Blastoise. Caladon goes for Flash Cannon. That picks up KO into Venusaur. Blastoise gets Muddy Water. That picks up KO into Gliscor. Our Rain Dish and our Leftovers is going to slightly mitigate the poison. Last but not least, we have Cerulege, who I feel pretty fine against. I'm gonna click Electro Shot, and they haven't terrestrialized yet. They could be Grass. But if they're Grass, then our Caladon wins because Body Press. We could always get a Muddy Water accuracy drop. They're going to terrestrialize. Is it in the grass? It's in the dark. Okay. Well, now we extra win because Body Press. Shadow Sneak comes out into Blastoise. Muddy Water's gonna pick up KO. But GG's, GG's. I did better than I expected. Well, that's good at least. Well, you can't get a Pokemon this attempt, but you are more than welcome to do the other 2 attempts if you would like. Against the other 2 teams. Alright, let me hide screen as I pick one of the other 2 teams. I think I'm gonna grab... I think we're gonna grab this team. Okay, seems like the same team as last time. So what is a good opening into this? I think it's... I'm not gonna overthink it too much because I'm already up a game in the first set, so let's just do this, and this, and this, and this, and we'll see how it goes. I only have one team. I mean, fair enough. You're allowed to change anything that you want about the teams in between battles. So if you had another one prepared, you could switch to a different one, but... Okay, we're seeing Gliscor and Ninetales lead again. Ninetales is going to set up the snow. I'm tempted to just go Helping Hand Expanding Force here. Because I don't know if the Gliscor has... What, the Gliscor... Actually, the Gliscor revealed its entire moveset in the last battle. It was... Stone Edge, Toxic Spike, Substitute, and Protect. I don't really fear any of those moves, I don't think. So I'm going to Follow Me, and... I'm going to Trick Room. Okay, we're seeing Ninetales retreat, which is good, because I really didn't want to take a Blizzard on my Hatterene. And we're going to see Ceruledge enter. Indeed, he's going to redirect all the single target attacks this turn. As Gliscor goes for the Substitute. And Hatterene gets up room. Hello, Alan Almanza. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good right now. I've got a pretty good feeling about this battle currently. I'm going to Follow Me. Actually, I could probably afford to just Helping Hand. Oh, but it could be. Okay, Ceruledge could go Dark here. I'm going to Follow Me and. I think this is a real 50-50. I'm going to Follow Me and... Dazzling Gleam. Okay, they did not go Terra Dark. Ceruledge goes for the Shadow Sneak, but not only does it not work on Psychic Terrain, Indeedee is also a normal type. When did you start streaming in general? About 2 or 3 years ago? Actually, it would be 3 years ago. Gliscor tries to go for Toxic Spikes, but Hatterene's Magic Bounce is going to allow us to Magic Bounce that back onto them. And I'm going to follow me, and actually, let's be risky here. I'm going to Helping Hand and click Expanding Force. Just to maybe finish this up a little faster. Sarilege is going to be retreating, which is good, because that was the thing I couldn't hit. And we're going to see Ninetales return to the field. And take the poison from Toxic Spikes. Ninetales is kind of like giving Gliscor the side-eye right now. Like, why did you do that? Now I'm poisoned. Expanding Force is going to come out, and that's going to pick up the double KO. Are you also on Twitch? Nope. I could be, but I don't really like Twitch that much. I don't want to have to be looking at two chats. Okay, we're seeing Venusaur eat the Toxic Spikes for Sarilege. So throwing out the Toxic Spikes there really didn't matter. Based on what I have in the back, I think I should be able to deal with Sarilege unless it has like close combat in its move pool. So I'm going to Helping Hand and Expanding Force both. Shadow Sneak comes out. Hatterene is again protected by Psychic Terrain. Expanding Force gets the double KO. Might I tell you something about myself? I mean, as long as it's still, you know, fine. I mean, sure. As long as it's a reasonable thing. Two OP Expanding Force carries? Yeah, Expanding Force is a very, very compelling strategy. Definitely gotta watch out for it. I'm surprised we didn't see Sarilege Terrestrialize in the dark, though. But we do have one more battle with the best if he would be willing to do it. Then I would also be willing to do it. And it is against a team that has not yet gotten to play it today. Which is the Sun team. Basically, I work for streamers. I make all stuff like 2D, 3D models, logos, overlays, profile pictures, banners, screens, etc. Well, that sounds like fun. I'm not really in the market for any of that kind of stuff right now, but... So they do have King Gambit, which I wasn't surprised to see come to the last game. I think King Gambit's got to come to this game. But I think my best lead here is like Kamo-O, Incineroar? Yeah, Incineroar helps me beat a lot of things. And then let's do... I don't know if this Venusaur is Chlorophyll or not. I feel like it has to be, though. I don't know why you'd be running Growth. Except it is a stall set, and Growth does make a little bit more... Or not Growth, Overgrow. Overgrow does make a little bit more sense than the stall sets. This is a little tricky. I'm not gonna overthink it too much. Let's just bring Flutter and... Flutter and who? Flutter and Torkoal? Yeah. Alright, let's run it. I'm not good in the head, aren't we all? Can I show you some of my samples? No, thank you. Again, I'm not really in the market for that kind of thing. right now, at least. And probably won't be for at least, like, another good while. I think Flash Cannon and Fake Out would do wonders here. Shadow Sneak comes out in the combo. Ninetales gets flinched. Flash Cannon picks up the KO. I'm throwing. I mean, I was kind of gambling on you not being Covert Cloak on Ninetales there. Like, if you were Covert Cloak, things could have gone south really fast there. But again, the first attempt, you're not necessarily supposed to win. It's about you learn what my main strategies are, and then you figure out a way to counter team, at least 2 of them. Blissey is here. Why is Blissey here? I'm gonna Clanger's Soul, and I'm gonna knock off the Blissey. Or the Saraledge. I don't really fear the Blissey. We're gonna knock off the Saraledge. Okay, Saraledge is gonna leave, and who's gonna take Saraledge's place? Okay, it is Venusaur coming in. Kamo is gonna get off Clanger's Soul. So, I just came up with a theory. Is your King Gambit Supreme Overlord, by any chance? Because I know your Gliscor is like a singles Gliscor, and your Venusaur is also seems to be like a singles Venusaur. Oh, Blissey went for Life Dew, but was faster than Incineroar, so it didn't do anything. Also, hello, Camille Newman. How you doing? So, do I have any issue with just clicking Clanging Scales here? I'm gonna just click Clanging Scales and knock off the Blissey. Okay, Venusaur's gonna protect. Blissey, super special tanky, doesn't take a lot of damage even though we're at +1. And Blissey gets off the Life Dew, which is going to heal itself right back up and give Venusaur an extra 1/4 of its health back. Incineroar gets the knock off, and that knocks off a Rocky Helmet. Okay. I need to make a strategy. I don't have one. Oh, they are handy, I will admit. Trying to think about what I have in the back. I really don't want to defense drop myself again, but there's no way for me to KO the Venusaur without doing that, or giving up Terra. And then I become weak to Bitter Blade. Then knock off into the Venusaur slot. Venusaur goes for Stomping Tantrum into Incineroar, and that brings us down to about half. Blissey goes for Life Dew again. Venusaur gets the knockoff into Incineroar. There's a lot of ores in this game. And by a lot I mean 2. And that's more than my brain can handle. I'm gonna predict that they're gonna protect this turn. I'm gonna swap out Incineroar just so I can have another way to deal with the Saraledge. Okay, Venusaur did protect. Get off the Aura Sphere. Super effective single target blink. Brings Blissey down a good bit. Venusaur gets some more of its health back. I get some more of my health back. You know what, actually, maybe it was better for me to Klingris Soul there. Anyways. We're going to see a Terastallization come out from the opponent. And is Venusaur rocking Fire? So this might be Chlorophyll, and I might be throwing. I have a competitive team, but I am not good, so I'll do my best. Well, that's the best that we can all do. Don't worry. If anything, this is supposed to be more of a learning experience than like a hardcore trial. Also, Venusaur's Overgrow. At least I had fun. Yeah. I mean, you get to try out some real battles. You got some new material to work with. See what works, see what doesn't work. Does this Aura Sphere pick up KO? It doesn't by Helping Hand it. But a crit Shadow Sneak. What defense am I at? Am I minus... I'm at -2. I don't want to be at -2. I'm gonna risk the crit Shadow Sneak. Okay, not even the crit would have taken me out there. Not just people spamming all legends. Well, legends can be good, but it's more important that you have a strategy. Like, you can bring, like, all 3 of the legendary beasts, but it doesn't help you against the Expanding Force. And just because the Pokemon is a legendary, it doesn't mean that it has, like, higher raw stats. Some Pokemon, like Torkoal, are just irreplaceable. So being a legendary isn't all it's cracked up to be sometimes. Unless your name is Urshifu, in which case, then yeah. GG's, GG's. Alright, let me take a second to flex my wrist a little bit. You did great. Oh, thank you, thank you. I've only been playing with this team for the past... Or these teams, rather. I've only been playing with these teams for the past, like, 6 months. Well, I've only been using them for, like, 3. Since that's about when the actual stream started, but I planned the teams out, like, 3 months in advance. This person spammed Calyrex Shadow Rider and Eternatus. I mean, I can definitely get using Calyrex Shadow Rider, but, Eternatus is a little out there. Pikachu needs a nerf, minus 100 points. I mean, Light Ball Pikachu is kind of strong. It's funny, but, like, I don't think we're going to see Pikachu winning a regional anytime soon. Alright, let's search now that the lobby is open. Alright, we've got Lax stepping back up to the plate. We're gonna rerun that battle that we couldn't get before. And hopefully we're gonna be able to carry it through this time. It was this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Let's just hope for the best. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'll come back in an hour. I'm a shiny hunt. Yeah, shiny hunt. Think about maybe some new strategies. I won't run it back. Because I'll be here. Alright, swap Primarina. And Rock Slide. Primarina uses Protect. Incineroar uses Earthquake. No crits, no crits, no crits. I think that's the same. Or roughly the same. Rock Slide doesn't miss Incineroar. I think Rock Slide did a tiny bit more damage, but I don't think it'll matter in the course of the battle. So now we're back to the gameplays from before. Okay, so I mean, a good thing for them would be to take Incineroar out here and bring in, like, Rillaboom. So I'm going to cover for that happening. It's actually faster. I don't know. Is it? I have to check summary. I can't check summary fast enough. Just Rock Slide. I don't know who's faster, but we'll find out. Ah, U-turn is also good. And who are they going to be swapping into? It's Rillaboom! Moonblast does a little bit less than half. Rock Slide is going to pick up that damage. And, ooh, unfortunately, Primarina is flinched. As everything on the field that is not Tyranitar takes sand damage. And then everybody, including Tyranitar, is healed up by Grassy Terrain. Okay, so I'm in a bit of an interesting spot here. I think my best move is to swap in my own Rillaboom and then go Grass Terra. I really want to get rid of Rillaboom. But the Rock Slide damage on Primarina would also be valuable. This could be Fake Out from a Rillaboom, but I'm not super concerned about it. Not right now, at least. Hi, DJG. How you doing? Still writing those fan fictions, huh? Woodhammer comes out. This might still okay. We're still good on that front. What is Primarina gonna do? We moved before it, so at least we kick up the KO. Luckily enough. Every voice comes out. That does pick up KO into Tyranitar, but Tyranitar did its job. It also got crit, but I don't think that crit mattered. It depends what the Primarina has. I can never get into PvP. It takes the fun out of it since the world's best keep getting found with hacked mons. I understand that viewpoint. However, the thing about, like, quote-unquote, like, hacked mons is you have to we unfortunately lost connection. We're currently at the point where the battle is not recreatable. However, like, I don't think they have a thing for me just clicking Grassy Glide into Primarina and clicking Rock Slide with Arcanine. And then what they have Incineroar in the back, and I still have Primarina. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call that one a win in my favor, Lex. Because we're a little bit too far down the road for that battle to be recreatable up to that point. But let me give you a little spiel about hacked mons. Don't worry about people that use hacked mons. Like, we are at a point in the meta where teams are so easily makeable that if you want to make Pokemon, that's perfectly fine. And I make all of my own mons when I go to events. 100%. However, gatekeeping people because of the time requirements of making a team is not something that I am okay doing. If somebody wants to battle me in a Pokemon battle, and they have a team that is makeable in-game, then I am perfectly fine battling them. And I think it's a rather poor viewpoint to not battle people just because they didn't spend 100 hours getting their shiny Groudon or whatever. But I understand not wanting to attend, like, in-person events or play on the online ladder. However, it is much more fun when you actually do those things and accept the fact that it is a game where everybody has different types of advantages. Hi, Cherry, how you doing? Don't gatekeep people with Gen Mons as long as they're legal. That's true. That's my point of view. I would much rather battle somebody who is using their full strength team rather than they didn't have the time to make an actual team. And so they just have to halfway it. Especially in the current meta. Earlier metas where you had to get, like, hidden power mons and stuff, and it was, like, nearly impossible to make competitive Pokemon correctly, then, yeah, I'm kind of 50-50 on that stuff. But right now, I don't think that it's a valid reason to not play Pokemon just because of hacked Pokemon. Actually, there's no... Wait, who was I just fighting? I forget. Is it Cherry? I'm not gonna hide team because I don't really care, but let's pick this team. Oh no, it's Lax again. Okay, so Lax, we're just gonna continue your previous attempt. Since I picked the rain team. Oh god, hidden power. Thankfully I wasn't playing competitive to myself then. Yeah, we dodged the bullet there. And thankfully hidden power has been completely eradicated from the game. But my god, hidden power. If you explained hidden power to, like, a current VGC person who never experienced it, because when did they cut it out? They cut it out in Gen 8, right? If you explained it to somebody who only played Gen 8 and Gen 9 competitively, they would just be flabbergasted by how, especially in closed team sheet. Oh, we lost each other. Well, we can try it again, but Lax, I think your connection's a little unstable, unfortunately. Oh, we got Ash. Who's Ash? I think this is my first time battling an Ash. Hopefully they select official rules 1 because that is the rules that we use. Let me control F. Have I fought an Ash before? Nope, this is the first time for an Ash. It is official rules 1. Does Ash happen to have a chat name? I guess I should hide screen. Okay, let's grab this team. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, it looks like we lost connection with Ash. Well, I'm gonna erase that. Wait, I can't remember what my team was last time. I moved things around for Reg G teams. It was... I think it was like Incineroar, Rillaboom, Fluttermane, Pelipper, Arcaludon. I want to say Amoonguss, but I know that that's wrong. Oh yeah, Chris Deluxe. Hi, Chris Deluxe. Hopefully you're choosing official rules 1 because that's the format that we battle under. Have I fought a Chris before? I fought a Christian, but this is not them. Okay, this is normal rules. I mean, hopefully they just bring 4 Pokemon, because that's all the ones that you're allowed to bring. And I'm just gonna pick this team. Ah, that is a Calyrex Shadow Rider. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly. Chris Deluxe is getting a little ahead of himself. I don't think I have a... I don't think I have a back out option. I don't think I have a way to beat this. Because this looks like the Wolf Glick Calyrex Shadow Rider team, which has after you Trick Room. Or after you for in Trick Room. Not that any of this matters. Can I? Oh, I can't enter with only... Can I enter with only 2? Okay, well, enter with only 2. Not the Cali Shadow. Yeah, I have to experience this thing enough on the daily. I want to experience it in my Reg F viewer battles. I see you winning this even with 6. Yeah. I don't... None of my Terras resist it. I wish I was normal Terra on Arcanine. Then maybe I could win this. I also don't know if Choice Scarf Arcanine would be faster. Oh, the Rillaboom is slower than my ND? Oh, well, that extra stinks. Hello, the Gamer Bros. How you doing? Alright, well, I'm just gonna... But why is this turn taking so long? Just click Woodhammer. Good, how about you? It could be better right now. Is that U-turn? Alright, it's Hatterene versus the world. It was not U-turn. Oh, it was knockoff. What is DJG saying? They're writing a fan fiction. Which I would prefer if they didn't do that. Because it's just kind of a large block of text that I don't really intend on reading. But I appreciate their... I don't know, actually. I was trying to come up with something clever, but I couldn't come up with anything clever. What? Just click Woodhammer! What are you clicking knockoff for? What are you, choice banded? It might be choice banded. You know what, just for that, I'm gonna make this battle extra long. Are you backseat gaming your opponent? Yes, because I want this battle to end faster. But I'm also too stubborn to admit retreat. Even though I only brought 2 Pokemon. It should be after you Surging Strikes. And Urshifu probably loses the Dazzling Gleam anyway, so you could just Helping Hand Surging Strikes. What are you doing? Just click your moves. Urshifu. I'm about a 6-0 with this entire team with just Tatooine and Trick Room terms. I mean, there's no way we get over Calyrex Shadow. So we got the meats. I'm actually... Wait, is this Clefairy Friend Guard? I'm actually kind of surprised the Dazzling Gleam KO'd through Friend Guard on Urshifu. Is my minutes just after you a fake out? Vanguard versus 4x effective? Well, it's not 4x effective. It's just... What is happening? This is like a train wreck. I can't look away. Even though I know something disastrous can only come of it. Get bro out of the kitchen? Yeah, this... Okay, we're finally seeing a knockoff here. Alright, that's the end of Hatterene. Well, that was interesting. Alright, well, floor is now open. In just a sec, one stream catches up. I won. Camille Newman, was that you? Camille, we have so many things to talk about here. First of all, you can't use Calyrex Shadow because this is Regulation F. Second of all, you could have won like instantaneously if you just clicked like U-turn with Urshifu and then Woodhammer with Indeedee and then clicked Woodhammer again with Rillaboom. Instantaneous win. Third of all, I don't even know where to begin with third of all. Third of all, if an Incineroar is clicking Fake Out, you don't have to click after you because that's priority. Fourth of all, you can't Parting Shot into Hatterene because it'll just magic bounce it back onto you. Just, I don't know how to explain the problems here that we were experiencing. I don't even think I can include that in an attempt. Alright, well, we got Ash back here. I'm gonna hide screen so I can pick a team. Hopefully it is a official Rules 1 team. Whoops, I did the order of operations wrong there, but hopefully it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm gonna write Ash back into... You mean Regulation G? I know. No, we're playing Regulation F. That's why we're playing official format 1. You can read it in the description. We're not... There's a reason that I don't have, like, a Miraidon. It's because we're playing Regulation F. Just all the rules are in the description if you want to read them, but they are all up to date. And very much explain all of the correct things. That's why I only brought 2 Pokemon. I don't know quite what to bring here. This is like a real funky, like, Reg B team. So we're gonna bring that and we'll see how it goes. Okay, we got Hands and Grimmsnarl. And Baxcalibur and Arcaludon. Not in any specific order there. How do I get around this Hands that just wants to click close combat into me? I think I'm going to set the Reflect and... Using my Terra here would really stink. Reflect and swap to Pelipper. Ice Fang comes down to Grimmsnarl, and Close Combat comes down to Pelipper. Okay, I caught what I wanted to catch. So now I'm going to Thunder Wave into Baxcalibur, and I am perfectly fine with losing Pelipper if it means that I get enough Hurricane damage on a Hariyama. Then again, I could just Spirit Break. Did I say Hariyama? I meant to say Iron Hands. I could just Spirit Break Protect. I feel like that's a much safer play. Ice Fang comes out into Pelipper. Is this Heavy Slam into Grimmsnarl? Spirit Break does pretty good amount of damage. We're also faster than the Hands. And it's Drain Punch into Grimmsnarl. Okay. We saw its booster, so I think Hurricane should get the KO here. I'm going to Thunder Wave into the Baxcalibur and Hurricane into Hands. Yep, Hurricane picks up KO. Hariyama, listen, alright, I'm already running on as low gas as possible. Because I did a large number of things today. Ghost, is that Annihilate? It is Annihilate. I'm gonna Thunder Wave that, and I'm gonna click Hurricane into that. What is the downside of going for this play? I could miss the Thunder Wave. Missing the Thunder Wave would be not great here. But even if it's like Terra Poison or Terra Water here, we still have our Caledon in the back. And if as long as I land the Para, Our Caledon can handle the Annihilate. Ice Fang comes out and brings Grimmsnarl onto the brink of death. As we see Fire Gator emerge. I don't fear Fire Gator that much. How many turns of Reflect do I have left? About half. Let's go for the Spirit Break into this and the Wither Ball into this. No Terras. I was half expecting like a Fairy Terra on Skeledirge here. And Grimmsnarl's Brick Break, Spirit Break is going to be redirected into Excalibur, doing about half. And lowering its attack, but I don't think it was planning on using that. Ooh, Pelipper Freeze might change things around here. What is the... I think the best play is swap Arcaladon and Blastoise at the same time. I don't think the freeze will matter. They have to get a lot of them. But it's a step in the right direction. We're seeing a Terrestrialization. Poison? No, it's Fairy. Excalibur, unfortunately, cannot move because paralyzed. And with that, that is going to be a GG. But there was technically an out there in if they click Ice Fang into Arcaladon, get the freeze, then Blastoise can't kill them. Or rather, maybe they terrestrialize into Fairy so that Body Press doesn't kill them, and then they also freeze Blastoise with Ice Fang that exact turn. Then they technically had an out. Let's grab one of these other teams. Okay, same team as last time. And I think I played into this team a little bit better with my team. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And we'll have this in the back, and... who most shores up like my problems here? I think it's this. Actually, it might be this. Nah, actually, I think it's Rillaboom. We're gonna go Rillaboom. Alright, it's the Dirge and Dragonite on the field. The Dirge could have Snarl. If it's unaware, though, it can't make use of the Snarl. At least not itself. I'm gonna follow me and get out of my room. Do they have counter Trick Room stuff? I don't think so. Dragonite goes for a Hurricane. And indeed he gets confused. Okay. Fire Gator tries to go for Shadow Ball, but indeed he redirects it, and indeed he's a normal type, so it doesn't care. Fire, have you ever heard of the game Don't Starve? I have. That's that one where you run around as like the 19th century peasants. Right? And you try not to go insane while the shadows creep ever closer. I'm actually gonna follow me and I think Terra Fire here, just in case Indeedee hits itself in confusion. Actually, I guess I should have Helping Hand if I was going to Terrestrialize, but... Is it... It's the one where the guy turns into, like, the Werebeaver, right? Okay, Indeedee redirects, which is good. So if Dragonite is multi-scale here, then it won't be able to hit Hatterene turn. I think that's multi-scale. Hyper Beam? Whoa! There's multiple characters. Yeah. I know there's like different ones that you can pick and for like multiplayer and stuff, but the one of the guys is like a Werebeaver. I'm gonna Helping Hand and click Expanding Force. No Helping Hand boost. Does this cause hands to survive? Nope. What is this Dragonite? I mean, Special Dragonite isn't that crazy. It's the only way that you can really get good flying type damage other than terrestrializing into flying and getting Terra Blast off. And in a closed team sheet format, it is more favorable because you have more moves. I think because this could be Focus Sash, I'm just going... The crazy play here is if Annihilate is Terra Dark. It's Terra something. That's Woody, the Canadian. That sounds very fitting for a Canadian. Nope, Annihilate is Terra Fighting here. Expanding Force is going to take Ape down one hit. Alright, Ash, we got one more battle left. I think it's against the Sun team, yeah. Alright, same team, same team. I see nothing wrong with me doing this, and this, and this. And to cover up my matchups, I think I bring this in the back. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see Fire Gator and Dragonite. Dragonite's previously revealed Hurricane, and Hurricane's accuracy is decreased in Sun, so I could just ball out here by clicking Expanding Force. However, I think I'm gonna Terra Rock and click Expanding Force. I'm on my yearly summer grind of Don't Starve Together. I think it sounds like a fun game. I've seen some people play it before. Alright, we're gonna rock here to hopefully resist a Hurricane. Skeletor survive? Nope. Hurricane does come out, but because we are in Sun, it is gonna miss Indeedee. Oh, I guess I didn't need to terrestrialize there. We now have Lucario on the field. Should I play safe, or should I just, like, click the Helping Hand button? I'm just gonna click Helping Hand. I've got Fluttermane in the back. Even if that was, like, Sash Lucario. It's playable with friends just for fun. It's an endgame content, actually, and has a lot of stuff. And it's still updated to this day. Sounds neat. Last but not least, we got Monkey. I wonder what the items were on this team, if any at all. Alright, I'm gonna take a slight break or so. Just check on a few things. I might also get some water in just a second or two. However, Don't Starve Together is getting a break because tomorrow is GoFest Global. I know, I know. I'm still deciding about whether or not I want to buy the $12 ticket to get like 9 raid passes both days. Cause, like, I know Necrozma is gonna be like the best ghost type whenever it fuses with Lunala. I don't know about the Steel fusion for Solgaleo because we have Mega Metagross eventually. And even Shadow Metagross is like really good. But I feel like Necrozma is gonna get replaced by Calyrex Shadow in like 2 years from now. Maybe even 3. And I already have like pretty good ghost types. So I don't know if I really want to raid Necrozma that much during GoFest. And if I just want to do like Ultra Beast. Because I already have a good Cortana, I already have a good Pheromosa. The only thing I would really want is like a good Nihilego. Oh yeah, and I have a 98% Cosmog that I'm gonna make into Lunala. So I don't think it's necessarily worth me investing in Necrozma. And I have a 98% Garantina Origin Form. Goldango's really good for Ghost attacking. Even then, Ghost isn't inherently that valuable, because everything that Ghost hits for super effective, Dark hits for super effective. So we can just use Mega Tyranitar. Is it terrifying being a Pokemon trainer? I mean, kinda. If your Pokemon are weak, then probably, yeah. You're probably gonna get jumped. I might go through... I don't really have a way to record on my phone, but maybe one day I'll go through my Pokemon Go account and what I have. Just to flex. I don't think I'm missing any Go... Oh, I also have... I have a Hundo costume Gengar from the first Halloween event, which becomes Hundo Mega Gengar. Like, I'm really not lacking ghost damage. And Steel gets covered up by Metagross. So I really don't know why I would want that many Necrozmas. However, I do want the Adventure effect, even if it is kind of trash. Apparently, through the Adventure effect, you can get Rockruffs that can evolve into mid... What's it called? Dusk Lycanroc? You can get Dusk Lycanroc Rockruffs that way. So I kind of want at least one Adventure effect. Just got enough Mega Energy to Mega Evolve my Hundo T-Tar. Oh, that's nice. I have 2 of those. I want to hush up your Hundo T-Tar. That sounds kind... Forget I said anything, actually. Nice. Adventure effects are kind of mid. I like the Dialga and Palkia ones, don't get me wrong. It's just... The lure... I don't even know what it will cost on Necrozma, but the lure just to attract Pokemon to get, like, 3 Soul Rocks and 2 Yungoos and like a Lilligant or something. Not that great. Last year's were way better. Yeah, last year's adventure effects are actually pretty useful. The ones that we got for the Fall Go Fest. These Necrozma ones aren't that useful. It'll be interesting though to see if they give Kyurem with Freeze Shock and what's the other one called? Frostburn. It'll be it. Freeze Burn. It'll be interesting to see if they give those 2 moves adventure effects. Because I think that's pretty likely for the Spring Go Fest, or the Spring Univator. That's what it's called. But like, if I'm only gonna do like 3 Nihilego raids to maybe get a good Nihilego to like trade for later, then I don't really, or maybe some. I've done one Necrozma raid, so I have a Necrozma that I could lucky trade with somebody to get maybe a better Necrozma. And I have 200 of each of the energies from the Instagram thing, where you could get 100 energy per day if they reached a certain subscriber number, and they pretty much always reach that subscriber number. I've only got 2 hundos, a Meowscarada, and a Wurmple. I mean, the Meowscarada is kind of nice. I don't really know what I would do with a hundo Wurmple. Is it like a party hat Wurmple? Perchance, and that's why it's not evolved yet? Because even though that's even harder. Even harder to use. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back. Nope, just a regular Wurmple. Love Hundo Wurmple. I mean, I guess you could take the 50-50 chance and evolve it, but both Beautifly and Dustox don't really have uses in Pokemon Go, so who knows? Maybe at some point there will be a third evolution for Wurmple just randomly. And it'll evolve into like Delcoon or something. And Delcoon evolves into like a bug dragon type with crazy attack stat. Then you'll have held out long enough to get the reward. I don't really know what to do for the raids. I don't have much. I think I'm just gonna do like one of the Umbreons and one of the Espeons, and then if there's a Nihilego in the area, I'll use one of my green raid passes for one of those. But other than that, I'm looking for PvP related feedback for team building. All right, Black Red Pill, hit me with the spread. What you got? Wurmple evolves into Dermple, who evolves into Purple. It's just like shiny Wurmple, but like 20% more purple. I have like 30 premium raid passes to use up. I've been saving up my coins this week. I'm up to, as long as I beat myself up tomorrow, I'll be at 512 coins. So I can buy 6 more raid passes. But I think I only have like 5 green raid passes right now. I really only use coins on storage because my storage is in need of upgrades. I feel that. My storage is only 6,400 right now. And I have 6,366 of those slots filled. I'm thinking of 2 different teams, one involving Miraidon and another being Urshifu that is catering to dropping using Chien-Pao after trapping it using Urshifu Rapid. Wait. It's... Oh, my chords are all mixed up. Hold on. So, one involving Miraidon and another being Urshifu that is catered to dropping opposing Chien-Pao after trapping it using Urshifu Rapid. Okay. So it's Miraidon and you have Urshifu so far. Urshifu would be always KOing Chien-Pao because it goes through Shash, and Ally has a trapping ability. So you're using Dugtrio or Gothitelle? Not sure which trapper would be most fitting for the Urshifu team. So, the thing about trappers is, well, you only have Dugtrio, and Dugtrio is super frail, and kind of gets outsped by a lot of things. Like, the nice thing about Dugtrio used to be that it was fast, but everything has become faster than Dugtrio. So, your premier trapper is Gothitelle with Shadow Tag, and I wouldn't say it's particularly good right now. Like, Gothitelle creates a lot more scenarios that's like, I'm trapped in here with you rather than you're trapped in here with me. Because Gothitelle can, like, fake out, but that's kind of where Gothitelle stops. Like, you're gonna get... There's a point where you're just gonna get, like, Astral Barrage by Calyrex Shadow, and then the point of trapping something is kind of mute. So it's a little difficult to trap things. And Trapinch, I mean, you could use Trapinch. I would not necessarily advise that, but you could do it. I don't really know what the usage case for running Diglett over Dugtrio is, because Dugtrio is already so initially frail that slapping an Eviolite on Diglett seems a little precarious. But you could be Focus Sash. Oh, and then your Diglett is immune to Discharge. Hold on, wait, we're cooking. We're cooking. So you could lead Miraidon Diglett, and then depending on what is in the lead, you either have your choice specs from right on, click Volt Switch to switch out, and you just have Diglett sitting there, or you click Discharge with your choice specs from right on, and Diglett doesn't get hit. And Diglett goes for like Sucker Punch or something. It's kind of cooking. Diglett family outspeeds most of the relevant non-ghost types with Terra Fairy completely. Well, whatever move Miraidon locks itself into. I mean, as long as it specs Miraidon, which all of them are, but yeah. You also have Endeavor. That's true. Maybe Focus Sash Diglett does have more viability than I previously thought. Because as long as you have Protect, then you can just protect all the fake outs and nothing can leave unless it is Parting Shot. But your Parting Shot is like pretty much always going to be slower than... It's always going to be slower than Miraidon. Unless it's like Tailwind Parting Shot, but all the Tailwinders don't like playing into Miraidon other than Whimsicott. But then you just have something on your team to counter Whimsicott lead. I just had a Togepi with a 2-kilometer egg? Oh, nice. What are we doing? Alright, I'm supposed to be battling people. Let's continue on with that now that I've had a bit of a break. You couldn't pay me to run Miraidon Diglett in closed team sheet online ladder. I definitely respect it as an option. In-person open team sheet tournament? Nah. Nah, I can't. Nah, I can't do that. God, that'd be really funny. Diglett having 95 base speed while big things like Rillaboom and Terapagos, and with having the lowest HP of all Endeavor relevant mons, it basically puts any non-ghost type into KO range. That's true, but you could just catch a Grassy Glide from Rillaboom. So it depends. Oh, we lost Cherry. Round team I was thinking has Sceptile for the perma-critting Miraidon strat. Does Sceptile have Dragon Cheer? What is the always critting Sceptile strat? Is it you terrestrialize into a dragon type and then Leaf Blade is always 100% chance crit? After Scope Lens? Wait, no, not after Scope Lens. Leaf Blade has the initial crit ratio that we would need. Oh, or you could be Dragon Cheer, Scope Lens, and Leaf Blade, and that's 100%. That's the point of Diglett on a team. You want it on a team that already has anti-priority, and Urshifu needs anti-priority. Sceptile gets Dragon Cheer and Quick Guard. That's very nifty. Oh, what do I do here? Oh, I forgot about Farigiraf. I think I leave this. And this. And this. In the back. And... I don't know. I guess this. Sceptile also gets Endeavor. Yeah, I knew that one. Sceptile Endeavor is like the main thing that you do in Gen 3. Be super fast with electricity next to Miraidon. That's true. Get your own burden boost. Okay. I don't think they would risk swapping in Pelipper here. I could just Rock Slide. Then again. It doesn't do a lot for me to keep Arcanine in here. Burgraph is the no meta but can't do anything besides block priority for Miraidon. Well, I don't think that's true. You can also just be anti-Trick Room. The main reason that you run Farigiraf on teams that are hyper offensive, like with Miraidon, is so that way you don't get swept by Trick Room. Ow. Well, I'm locked into Rock Slide. I don't remember if this Pelipper had Wide Guard or not. I think I have to take all the damage that I can get. I should start catching all the Snackworth legendaries. I haven't gotten any of them. What Pokeballs should I catch them with? Probably Quick Balls. You can just start the battle over again if you don't catch it on the first Quick Ball. It's like decently fast. Other than that, just use Timer Balls. Good cover. Yeah, I don't have a way through our Caledon now. I think it does me most to swap Primarina here, and then no shot Hatterene lives. Subtle also threatens ground types, which Miraidon struggles too. That's fair. I mean, you can totally lock a Leaf Blade into Blood Moon Ursaluna. Then again, if it terrestrializes into normal, then you're up a creek without a paddle. Depending on what you have to attack into or with. But Miraidon can attack it too. Double attack into the slot. Subtle does get taunt, but I get the appeal of Trick Room to counter itself. Yeah, that's the big thing. Is that you Trick Room to undo the Trick Room. Because taunt can get around a lot of scenarios, but if you're getting like faked out, then there's no point of you having taunt. But at Trick Room, you can reset the Trick Room at any time. Let's try to stall out the rain here. Not much point. But quick balls and timer balls look kind of ugly? Okay. Well then, just buy all luxury balls. Oh, Electric Shot and Arcanine. Man, I almost attacked this turn. I don't think attacking this turn would have won me the game by any means, but I could have. I guess I could also be counting on Rock Slide Flinch here. Oh, I didn't get the Protect, so now I am counting on the Rock Slide Flinch. Ah, there it goes. Mage is just a bonus perk of pecking off mons for Breaking Sash / Sturdy. That's true. If it tears into normal, it dies to Miraidon. That is also true. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Alright, Infinite Flinch, Rock Slide out. Well, it was worth a shot. I find that the physical attack bar for Mons is so absurd in Scarlet and Violet that Foul Play Gothitelle is unironically hilarious in counterplaying the popular Terra Ghost counterplay on physical attackers. Yeah, it can't work. What do I do here? I guess I'll go with this team. There's also the matter of the two Raichus. I'll let you outspeeds 135 speed to your mons that are E-terrain. Can't argue with that. Communication ended due to error? Oh, I didn't get that. Well, I guess we'll keep going until it errors. Let's do this and this. And then have this and... I don't know. Guessing this in the back. I've been thinking Electro Web on it so that Miraidon would win the speed ties, but it's suffering 4 Moose Slot Syndrome. Yeah, I don't know. I think Electro Web is... I don't think it's worth running. Because I get the counterplay into that, but there's so many wide guard users. The Electro Web just doesn't feel great in Reg G. You see Archaludon leave for Incineroar. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, really fake us out Archaludon. I'm kind of okay with that too. So the obvious play is body press Incineroar here, so I'm not going to do that. There's no way Incineroar Flare Blitz is in the Scizor, right? A switch to Flutter would be bad here. Can I... I'm just gonna protect. Scizor does not catch a Woodhammer today. And Incineroar did not... Did Incineroar attack into... Is it Will-O-Wisp here? No, it knocks off. Huh. Yeah, I could have just clicked Body Press into Incineroar. Okay, the opponent's own Archaludon is now entering. Ah, it's Terra Ghost! Man, why can't I catch a break? Well, she's great for Fake Out, does a little faint, saying eat your rain back up, and wants Volt Switch to threaten Urshifu Rapid. Also wants to Electro Wave protect, helping hand Expanding Force. Man, I think I lose now, because now I have nothing to beat Flutter in the back. I guess that's what I get for going for the obvious play. I think I have to predict Flutter Switch in here. Otherwise, I just lose. Okay. Then what does Incineroar do? Parting shots into Flutter Mane. Now they go back into Real Boom. Well... Oh, we lost each other. That's... We're a little bit too far in to recreate the battle. So I think we just have to replay that game. Which is a little unfortunate. Party shot spamming is why I was thinking Dragon Cheer so much. Yeah, I mean, full crit Miraidon is a real thing. Because you can run, like, Draco Meteor, Overheat, and then your Electro Drift, and I think you have another dropping move. I don't remember what it is, though. Miraidon can freely spam Overheat, Still or Terra Blast, or Draco Meteor since they would always crit. Parting shot would be laughed off. That's true. I'm presuming it was my internet. Sorry about that. No worries, no worries. Okay, just grab these guys. And what do I want to bring this time? Last time I brought Archelon Scizor. So I feel like I'm going to get directly countered. Could do Raichu Blastoise. And have you and you in the back. And we'll see how it goes. Too much on my mind. Sorry for the rambles. No, it's fine. It's good to get out ideas and bounce them off people during team building. And you're coming up with all the right ideas, by all means. But your current team right now is like Miraidon Diglett, I guess? Miraidon Diglett, Sceptile, Urshifu? Yeah, you mentioned Urshifu. So we do have a Spore, or actually we're good on Spore, because you have Electric Terrain and a Grass type. Vega comes out into Archelon. Blastoise gets off the Iron Defense. As Incineroar gets knocked off. I think from this position I can click this and... What side do I want to target here? I could go for an Iron Defense. There's nothing that really stops me from doing that, other than like a Flutter Mane switch in. But I can only switch into one slot, so I have to guess the 50-50 correctly here. I think I'm going to send it into... Archelon. Okay, Rillaboom comes in. Raichu gets Thunder. It's a Para. I get Draco Meteor. Body Press is sizable damage into our Caledon. Now our Caledon's special attack is lowered. It's gonna heal like so much with the grassy terrain. I don't think Electro Web's gonna make me slow enough, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Wood Hammers into Raichu. Dang, it charges an Electro Shot. This is like prime real estate to bring Incineroar back in. There's not much that I can do about that. Then again, it is only a plus. It's a -1 actually, Electro Shot. Yeah, Rillaboom leaves. Incineroar enters. Electro Shot comes out into our Caledon. It takes it pretty good. Okay. I think predicting Protect our Caledon and Flare Blitz from Incineroar is what's going to happen here. So I'm going to go for an Electro Shot of my own. Yep, it goes Incineroar. Urshifu and Miraidon are two different teams. If the same team, Urshifu either has to be Terra Ground or Miraidon has to run Electro Web over Discharge. I mean, that's kind... Yeah, like, Terra Ground would be kind of effective, but... Like, I think it would just be... I guess you really do want the Scarf. Like, just Scarf U-turn out of there, maybe, and then switch to Diglett. If that's what we're looking at. Rhydon would love Chi-Yu. Yeah, but then again, you're super weak to like an earthquake spread. So you'd have to position around that really carefully. Do this, and Rebloom's probably going to stop me from electro-shotting again, but I kind of want to do it again. Or at least Scizor's going to get... What are the odds that Scizor gets faked out this turn? I'm going to go for it. I'll cover the switch too. Okay, they faked out Scizor. They knocked it. Man. Got it wrong. A parting shot. Okay. And it's Fluttermane. Fluttermane's booster speed. It's gotta be Incineroar coming back here. Is not. Oh, but Fluttermane lives that. Oh, that's not great. Fluttermane lives the bullet punch. Uh-oh. Oh, and it doesn't. The Snarl doesn't even kill the Fluttermane. Man. Part of why I was thinking Stellar Terra, since a lot of offensive ground types love to be the dedicated Terra. That's true. Do I even have... No, leftovers got taken from me. I mean, I think the only thing I can do is hope that this play works out somehow. Fluttermane does have a lot of Spadef. It does have a lot of Spadef. That's why everybody loves Fluttermane. Oh, Blastoise lives, though. Gets a special attack decrease. At least we didn't miss Muddy Water. Can I get an accuracy drop, please? Grassy terrain is back on the table. I need that to KO. Man. Let me analyze the game state here. So I'm pretty sure what happens is Rillaboom Grassy glides into Blastoise and Archaludon protects. So I'm going to protect Blastoise and Body Press if they don't do that. They could swap back into Incineroar here, but they don't. Oh, and Blastoise gets the double protect. I didn't even realize that. Archaludon gets Draco. It's gonna be close, but I still don't think I win. Blastoise finally gets KO'd. Might be a matter of crits now. Because I can Electroshock, but you can Parting Shot that down immediately. I'm still gonna go for it though. Because I can't KO you in one hit anyways. And if you do decide to Parting Shot, that's one less turn that you can crit me. Imagine the electro. Actually, I don't think electroshock can miss, but imagine the electroshock miss. Yeah, there's the parting shot to go back down. And now I think I just single target Snarl. To try and wrap the game up. My attack is all the way down. Cinnamoroar gets one more turn to crit me. And it doesn't. It does burn, though. Dang, that would have been handy like 2 turns ago. But GG's, GG's. Man, that was only the second battle. We gotta do a whole third one now. I think I would have preferred to just get crit and lost and then be salty for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure it's against the Sun team. Okay. How do I win here? I think I know how, but I'm not entirely certain. I don't remember exactly how. We're gonna try this. Oh, I forgot about the giraffe. I always forget the giraffe. Calhoun Flutter into Kamo Incineroar. Well, gee. Man, now it'd be so nice to have Flare Blitz. I kind of don't want to give my Kamo up for nothing. But I also don't have very many options here. Flutter goes for the Moonblast, but we take it because Terra Steel. Flash Cannon might do about half. I did a good bit more than half, actually. I could have just gone for the knockoff. Knockoff for Caledon's leftovers. Okay, that's a good turn. Now, do I think Flutterman has teched Mystical Fire? Because they do tend to do that sometimes. Fluttermane's gonna withdraw. That makes perfect sense. Into Incineroar. Incineroar gets to knock off into Incineroar. And get rid of a Citrus Berry at least. I don't mind if Incineroar goes down here. I would just rather keep Indeedee around. Incineroar goes for Fake Out on the Psychic Terrain, but Incineroar is protected by the Psychic Terrain. The Flash Cannon goes into Indeedee. I'm tired. Fair, fair. But I mean now, like, I'm still kind of stuck. Even if this is like knockoff, I really don't want to take a knockoff with Indeedee. I want to keep Indeedee around. I would have preferred if Incineroar just died there. Because I don't have much use for it. Tell you what, actually, this is just kind of useless right now. I'm gonna chip this down over time. Like a meteor comes out, and Incineroar lives. And Nom Nom Nom's the berry. Knockoff is gonna KO it. Oh, Exeggutor lives. Okay. I don't know if that's helpful or not yet. I guess I can do this, but I kind of would prefer it if Exeggutor died there. Draco comes down to Incineroar, Incineroar lives again. Exeggutor misses the Sleep Powder. Okay. Tad bit unlucky, but that's just the game that we play. I just realized that I am Terra Steel and there is an Incineroar on the field. Uh... Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I can't even do that because Arcaludon's gonna knock out Incineroar. No, wait, hold on. This is not great. Uh... I think I have to do this, but I realize that this is not a great out. Oh no. It's Fluttermane coming back. I forgot I was terrestrialized into steel. So I was like, as long as I can get Indeedee back in and then click Clanger Soul twice, then I can beat Fluttermane. But Fluttermane wasn't the problem, and it's Cineroar. Cineroar is sitting right there, being a problem. Ah, you know what the crazy play would have been here? Swap into. I almost did it. I swapped into Indeedee, but then I was like, Arcalon's not going to stay in. Oh wait, also Incineroar's faster than Combo. Huh. Ah well, GG's. This and this. Ah, it's Dazzling Gleam. That's gonna do it. Man, now if Executor had landed the Sleep Powder, I think I could have gotten out of this, but GG's, GG's. That puts Cherry up to 6 Pokemon being taken from me. But now I get to ban another Pokemon of yours. And I'm gonna ban Archaludon. Because man, is that thing difficult to play around. Alright, same go as before, Cherry. Just let me know what you want. Archaludon gave me a little bit of a hard time as usual, but Ghost Incineroar went crazy. Yeah, Ghost Incineroar. Definitely the MVP that time around, except for Archaludon. And we're still banning Archaludon. Oh, there's also been a rule change where now after 6 Pokemon, I get to ban a Pokemon of yours every time that you win after 6. So at 7, I ban a Pokemon. At 8, I ban a Pokemon. I was expecting you to ban Incineroar. I don't think Incineroar is so much as a problem, as I can play around the Terastallization whenever that happens. It's just kind of difficult for me to pivot around Archaludon. Because, like, the main reason I didn't do the play I did with, like, Indeedee, swap to Indeedee, and then knock off with Incineroar is because I thought Archaludon was just going to sit in there and KO me, and it was just difficult to remove. Ghost Roar ironically hates itself since knockoff exists. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to knock off the Incineroar. It wouldn't have done too much though, since I had already knocked off its berry on the switch in turn 2. But that's what I wanted to do. The thought was there. Also, Archaludon is just kind of like Raging Bolt, but like, it just plays the same. And mentally, it's hard for me to get around the dinosaur that has like infinite leftovers. So I feel like they do pretty similar things. So yeah, everything on the Trick Room team except for the Hatterines. We've got everything on the Rain team except for the Archaludons. And like the Sun, I mean, I guess you don't need a Ghost Incineroar. Hark? Alright, let's get rid of Hark. Send it on down the way. I still don't really know how to cope with my loss of a Moongus. I mean, you do have Hisuian Lilligant, which is like probably the best swap that you can make for a Moongus. Other than like, who else is clicking? I guess Venusaur. Um, who else is clicking Sleep Powder? Oh, Exeggutor. There's always Brute Bonnet. You could just switch Amoonguss out directly for its past equivalent. Actually, yeah, just put Brute Bonnet on your team. You always terrestrialize your Amoonguss into Dark anyways. Brute Bonnet just starts off as a Dark type. What happened to Amoonguss? Lax won a second battle, so I banned them from using Amoonguss. Because I felt like that was the pivot of their strategy. Ooh, Fire Exeggutor. Well, we're just over 3 hours, so I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. For me, at least. We won't be back with this tomorrow because I'll be too exhausted from GoFest. And we might be back with this on Sunday, depending on how much I do during Sunday's part of GoFest, but it'll probably be Monday that we come back with Beat Me in a Battle, You Get My Pokemon. And I was really hoping we would get somebody new to beat me today. But unfortunately, we did not. So I still have whatever 36 minus 9 is of the Pokemon remaining. I've lost Static Encounters, Raging Bolt, and Archaludon. Yep, that's up to date. It's technically only Static Encounters in Archaludon, since Raging Bolt is a Static Encounter, but I wish I could participate in more battles. Well, we'll be back on Monday probably, and hopefully your internet connection does a little bit better on that day. It seemed to be a little funky today. I have the majority of them. Yeah, you have 6 out of the 9 that have been taken so far. Because 2 have gone to Lex, and 1 has gone to Rebecca Tribble / K-Dog. For that one time that they toxic stalled me. But I'm hopeful. I hope somebody else new is gonna beat me soon. Because we only have 2. We only have the next stream after this one, where it's gonna be double again for beating me for the first time. And then the all-day stream, where everything must go. And the requirements are gonna get, like, insanely low if you haven't beaten me yet to get a Pokemon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.